Since its introduction in the 70s, recycling, like any superhero, came in to save the day and sweep the people off their feet. And what more could you want? You place your bin on the curb and it disappears to a magical place where it's miraculously turned from one unwanted product into one that can be used again. But what is the reality of recycling? Where does our recycling go after it leaves the curb and what happens to it? In Taupo, we send about 25,000 tonnes of rubbish to landfill every year. But through recycling, we divert 46% of all the waste we generate. Recycling has to be sorted. Collection workers do their best at the curb, and then the recyclable waste is taken to the Materials Recovery Facility, or MRF. The MRF processes and packages our recyclable material for sale, and then the purchasers will recycle them into new products. Recyclables travel along a conveyor belt where items are separated from contaminated items. Non-recyclable materials, dirty waste, and recyclables soiled with food or liquid travel to the end of the conveyor belt and are taken to the landfill. What recycling we can accept in Taupo is determined by these purchases and current demand. The sorted recycling is compacted and bound, ready to depart to its next destination. Many of the items we recycle will be recycled into what they started as. For instance, paper will create more paper, and glass will be turned into more glass. Although still an intensive process, recycling uses only a fraction of the energy and resources to make new products compared with starting from virgin materials. In the case of plastics, they're often downcycled, which means that they'll be recycled into something of lesser value or function. So in the case of, say, your milk bottle, it most likely won't be recycled into another milk bottle, but may be turned into something else. The ability to recycle is dependent on the quality of the product. So, what can you do to become the best recycler you can be? Make sure your recyclables are clean and empty. Remember, contaminated items will end up being sent to the landfill. To make life easier for your curbside collector, sort items by material. We recommend separating glass, paper and cardboard, and mixed recyclables, tin, aluminium, and the numbers 1, 2 and 5 plastics. If you're unsure about the number of your plastics, check for the number in a recycling triangle on the package. If there's no number or a number other than 1, 2 or 5, please dispose of the item in the rubbish bin. Don't overfill bins. If you need more space, simply use a cardboard box or pick up additional bins at the eyesight. Remove bottle lids. These cause a number of issues for recyclers, so please either toss lids in the rubbish bin or collect them and drop them off in our lid bin at the transfer station. Make sure you know the recycling rules for the Taupō District. You can find this information on our website and through our handy guide. Recycling is no magic bullet for our waste issues, but the more we can do to help out, the closer we get to a clean, green Taupo.